What is up, guys? My name is Cap, and you're watching a Domination on Grid playing some Black Ops. Now, the guys I'm running with in this party are a hell of a group of guys, man. All of them are good friends of mine. Highly recommend them. They're all commentators, too. YouTubers like myself, and put a link to their channels in the descriptions. Highly recommend you go check them out and say, hey, what's up? And Cap sent me. If you like their content, check them out. So anyway, this is a follow-up to the Ask Cap Anything. Basically, y'all sent me a bunch of questions. I'm going to try and answer them. Chose this gameplay because it's a little bit longer, and hopefully I'll be able to get to at least a huge chunk of the questions. And as I'll say again later on, if I missed your question or whatever, then leave it in the comments below here, and I might do a second one. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to show the question on here and read it off so you can see what I'm actually reading, and I'll try and answer it the best I can. Alright, so Blowtorch asked me, how old am I and how long do I see myself playing video games? I just turned 31 over Labor Day, and how long do I see myself playing video games? Until I can't lift the controller anymore. I've been playing video games since the Atari, back when I was 5 years old. Have zero intention of changing that. I'm a gamer, always will be. I look forward to the day when I can play with my son. Purple Viking asks how tall I am. About 5'10 and a half, 5'11, depending on the day. I used to be 5'11, but I've gotten older, so I shrunk a little bit. The Corey Volcom asked me if I've ever smoked pot. No, I have not, and that is the God's honest truth. And not because I'm against it or some holy, holy roll or something like that. Just something I've never been interested in, and just never something I really wanted to do. So I just never did. Do I have any favorite sports team? Me and my wife and pretty much my whole family were huge Green Bay Packers fans. This is our favorite sport to watch, favorite team to everything. Used to be really into basketball when I was younger, but kind of got away from it as I got a little older. And that's pretty much the only sports I watch religiously. I don't watch baseball. It's kind of boring. I don't watch hockey. Just never got into it. And, well, that's about it, really. What kind of car do I drive, and am I a gearhead? I drive an F-150, Ford F-150 Super Crew. I'm not a gearhead. I really do like cars, muscle cars, some classic muscle cars. I really, really like those. And, of course, some high-end Italian sports cars are always nice, too. I don't know anything about cars as far as, like, under the hood. I know basic maintenance stuff, but I don't know how to fix them. And, unfortunately, I wish I did, but it's just one of those that I never had anybody to kind of teach me how, and never an opportunity to learn. 360 Gamer asked me if I wanted to join the Army, if I would let my kid join. I don't want to. When I was younger, maybe a little bit, but even then, not really. I had more intentions of going to college, starting a business, doing that kind of thing. My kid, if I would let him, that's a question I can't really answer because it's one of those situational sort of things. I just kind of have to depend on what's going on in life when that happens. So I wouldn't say no, but I would highly, argue against it just because I'd never want my son to be put in harm's way, of course. Where and how did I meet my wife? We both grew up in Amarillo, Texas. We just happened to meet through a joint friend, and we just kind of started hanging out and talking, became friends, and became a little bit more than friends, and started dating, and well, it just kind of went from there. History is that. Cracked Shell asked what my wife teaches. She is an English teacher in high school. This year she's actually teaching seniors and juniors. Normally she teaches sophomores, but this year is a little bit of a change up. So that's what she's actually teaching this year. She loves teaching English, has been doing it for 7 years now. Favorite TV shows, a little bit of a hard one there. I'm a big fan of like Dexter and Breaking Bad as far as like drama goes. Comedy wise, I love Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother. Big friends of those. I love Mythbusters. Shows like Criminal Minds and some shows like that. Those are really my favorite ones there. If I had to go into best shows of all time, that'd pretty much be a video in itself. So I just skipped that. Those are my favorites right off the top of my head. Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? On this one, I'm going to have to go with Lord of the Rings. Got nothing against Star Wars, seen all the movies several times, whatever, but Lord of the Rings is more my style of fiction, I guess. It's just something I can relate to. I did play games like Dungeons & Dragons and Magic the Gathering stuff growing up, and so that whole fantasy world appealed more to me than just like the outer space sort of thing. But, nothing against it. Enjoyed the series. What were my hopes and dreams when I was younger? When I was little bitty, I decided I wanted to be a surgeon. Go to medical school, be a surgeon, didn't care what kind. I was thinking like brain surgeon or cardiothoracic or something like that. I had a family history of going to medical school. It's just something I wanted to do. And it was something I actually kept wanting to do all the way up until my junior year, senior year of high school. Then I started really getting into computers and finding out that the political side and the business side of medical, the medical field or whatever is just a bunch of crap, and so it's something I just wanted to get away from, and fortunately computers worked out for me and really enjoy what I do with them. Good old LP. If I could choose between having a perfect Call of Duty or not being a ginger anymore, I think I would go with being, having the perfect Call of Duty to play, because at least it'd be fun. I've been a quote-unquote ginger for 31 years now and kind of got used to it. Plus, I don't know if you know this or not, but there's some old folklore stating that gingers may not have souls, but every freckle that a ginger has is a soul that that person has stolen. And when they die, they will rise up from the dead, and every soul that they've stolen will become part of their zombie horde for the apocalypse. So, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of people that are going to be coming back with me after I die. So, you just be prepared, big man. Buddy Wiggy had a good question here. If I had to choose one to go away, Minecraft or Call of Duty, knowing that it would affect my channel, which one would I choose? I personally, if I was forced to pick one right this second, I'd probably say I'd be okay with Minecraft went away, because the channel thing that I do, this YouTube stuff, is just a hobby. Been playing Call of Duty for a long time. It's something I play with my friends, and if I had to just give up doing commentaries and stuff, then I wouldn't play as Minecraft as often, because it's something I like to do for my channel, but it's not something I play all the time by myself. Versus Call of Duty, I can jump on and play with my friends. I play with all the people I've met doing this sort of thing, so I think that's probably what I'd go for. This is one of a bunch of similar questions that I got here. What's the best game I've played? What's my favorite game? What got me into gaming? That sort of thing. So I'm going to go with this one. The best game I've ever played, I think, if I had to go with storyline-wise and just a lot of fun, I have to say the original BioShock and Final Fantasy VII. Both of those games I played several times, and when I got done, I looked back at the storyline I just played and the interaction, just the intensity of the game. I just want to just stand up and applaud. Those are such good games, and there's not as many good games out there as there needs to be. Stuff like those that just captivate you. So that's probably what I would pick. Do I have any other hobbies besides playing video games and doing commentaries? Of course. I love playing sports. Doing anything with my family is always good. Playing outside, little man. I like drawing. I like doing programming. It's kind of molded into what I do for a business sort of thing, but it's still something I do for fun on nights and weekends or whatever. Like I said, sports, playing outside. I like going to the gym, riding a bike, drawing. I'm not very good at it, but I like trying to play guitar. That sort of thing. Just kind of whatever piques my creative or physical fancy for the moment, I guess. I like being active and just kind of learning new things. What jobs I've had, what am I currently doing? Let's see, I helped start up and run a cleaning company, like a professional janitorial service when I was a teenager. Did that for years. I worked at Best Buy in the merchandising department. I was the DI manager, the data integrity, a guy right underneath the supervisor. I worked at United as a sacker. I've worked at a video movie store. I worked in a warehouse. Right now I'm working in a home health company as the IT director. I worked for the school I graduated from as a network administrator. Just some odds and ends and stuff like that. Of course, I did my time doing customer service and that sort of thing, but that's pretty much it. Been doing the IT director sort of thing for several years now, and hope I don't ever have to quit it. Sadly, it looks like I have time for about one more. This fellow wants to know if I can help him get big. Best thing I can recommend with that is some supplements. I'd probably hit the gym a little bit. You're gonna have to lift some weights if you really want to get big. Doing cardio is not really going to help you out that much with it. Supplements will really help with it. Putting on some extra weight and stuff is a big key to lifting weights or whatever. If you're wanting to get taller, I can't really give you any tips with that. You could take some HGH, which is not really legal. You might have to order that from overseas. And yes, I'm just being sarcastic. I know what you actually meant, but that's not a question I can answer. So. Well, it looks like it's just going to be about all the questions I'm going to have a chance to ask in this video. If you guys want me to do a second one to answer some of the additional ones, let me know. If I missed your question or you have another one you thought of after this video, leave them in the section below, comments down there. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Link's always in the video description. And, if you enjoyed the video, whatever, just let me know. Leave some comments, throw a like on it if you enjoyed it. I enjoy doing these kind of videos, trying to get to know you guys a little bit better, give you a chance to let me know. And this is probably the best way I know how about doing that. So, hope you enjoyed the video. You guys have a good one, and I will talk to you later.